Hello, everyone. It's Donna with Embroidery.com. Oh, I was like, what's behind me? How's everyone's Thursday? It's a magnifier that you put on your head. How is everybody's Thursday going? It's Thursday, right? Yes, it's Thursday. Pretty sure it's Thursday. Oh, let me get over to comments so I can see comments. So we've only got like 2 weeks till Christmas, you guys. Oh my gosh. Can't believe that. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Beth. How's everybody's night going? You went saw 2 of Santa's reindeer today? I need my magic mirror. I know it. I should have bought one. There was a Ross today. I should have bought one. I looked at mirrors. I just didn't think. 2 of Santa's reindeer? I don't think I've ever met a reindeer before. I mean, deer, sure, but let's see. Where do I got everybody? Loretta and Carrie and Linda and Julie and Connie and Marilyn and Betty. Hi, guys. Okay, so I went back and was watching last week's video because I forgot what I was supposed to talk about tonight. So last week, I'm kind of annoyed at myself now. I was at, so last week we talked about, I was eating some grapes, like I moved them. There we go. I moved my bowl of grapes to over here so I wouldn't be tempted to eat them. But I just was eating them, so I had a little piece in my mouth. So I just got on to see what I was supposed to talk about tonight. And I stopped at the office today because I had a customer asking about punch needles. And I was like, oh, I'll stop by, I'll grab it, I'll tell her how to do it, the whole bit. Yeah, we didn't have any. So I got to order one. But I thought, I should really grab some fabric because I think I'm going to talk about fabric tonight, and I didn't. Yeah, I had the idea, but then I thought, no, I think maybe I'm talking about floss. Yeah, I'm not. I'm talking about fabric. Well, I am. I'm going to talk about metallic because we didn't even get a chance to talk about metallic last week. We spent, the whole time talking about all the other fabulous flosses there are. All the others that are amazing. Hey, Kathy and Emmy and Nancy. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so let me jump over here. Share screen. Okay, well, I guess before I do that, do we have any questions from last week? So what I'll talk about today is I'll talk about fabric, and I will show you, all of our fabric options and everything. I'll go over the fabric calculator, how our recommended fabric works, all of that. Okay, I'll do that. And then I will talk about any metallics. I'll talk about those first. But do we have any questions from last week? I barely hit on pearl cottons. So I will go, I'll go over, if we have any questions from last week, I can go over those now, but then I'll just go over metallics, and then we'll jump right into fabric. I did want to mention that, hey, Amanda Jo, the wish list sale ends today. So you need to go check your email. That's a good question, Beth. I will answer that in a minute if I know the answer. Yeah, the wish list still ends today, probably at midnight. So you should go check your email and check out pricing, because the pricing is phenomenal. It's amazing. So check your email when we're done. Okay, so let's jump into metallics. Okay, there are three. This is a good way to do it. How do you know which type of thread to use, or do you just experiment with it? It's a great sale. I take advantage of it. Yes, it is a great sale, right? I love my wish list. My order today will be a nice gift to myself. Yes, it will. Whatever it is, it'll be nice. Yeah. It depends on the kind of look you want. Will depend. Here, let me go back. It'll depend on the kind of look you want for your project. So if you want that, marbled type look, then of course you would go with a hand dyed. If you want a solid, if you want, so you've got to, you definitely have to experiment with your floss and play with it. And figure out, what way you like it the best. Or what brands and fibers and stuff you like the best. But again, it's how do you want it to look? It truly all comes down to that. Do you want the skin to look porcelain? Then use some Splendor silk. Do you want it to have a shine? Do you want it to be matte? Do you want it to be a pearl cotton so it has a twist and a shine to it? There's so many factors. A good thing to do is just buy some floss. And you can buy, one color in this family and one color in this family, and just buy different types and stuff, and then play with them. Totally play with them, because they're fun. They're fun. Okay, so there are 3 brands of metallics I recommend. You're very new, so you've only used from kits. Okay, I'm going to say something that could be controversial, but I'll qualify it. My qualification is not all kits are created equal. Okay, that's my qualification. Some are lesser, significantly lesser, and some are more high quality. Now, that being said, some have DMC floss, which is a great floss. It's a very, it's been in business for 250 years. I think they know their stuff. I think they're pretty reputable. Some are not, and they are very much less quality stuff. Dimensions has great stuff. Dimensions has great quality stuff. It does depend on the brand of the kit, some kits, have silk. Some kits, not all kits are created equal. Now, that being said, some use crappy floss. Some use crappy fabric. Absolutely they do. You pay what you get for. Julie's right. You do pay what you get for. Because I've worked with some that have been just horrible. And then some that have been amazing. Some that I thought would be horrible have turned out to be really nice and have been a very big surprise. So Julie's absolutely right. You get what you pay for. But again, I love to experiment. And I love to add stuff. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be beads. It can be floss. It can be whatever, hand-dyed fabric. But I love to add stuff that isn't in the pattern. If we're talking floss itself, specifically, I would say my favorite thing to add would be, silk would be a number 1 favorite to add. My second would be Whisper. I love Whisper floss. I love it. It's fuzzy. It makes the perfect Santa beards. Or if you're doing, okay, here, that's a good one. It makes the perfect Santa beards. See how it's just all fluffy and stuff? It's just fluffy. Sheep, any animal that's fluffy, it's fabulous. I don't know if I touched on this last week. With Whisper, what you want to do is you want a large enough needle that the eye is big. So if you're normally using like a 28, I would use a 26 with Whisper. If you're using a 26, use a 24. 26 is going to be tight with Whisper, but you could probably do it. Sparkly letters, yes. Whisper, you want to use shorter lengths, 12, 14, maybe 16, probably 14. Slide it all down, slide it all so it's one way. Finish your X as you go. And then once you're done, use a toothbrush or a boo-boo stick or a mascara wand and fluff it up. Or wait till you're finished with the piece and then fluff it up. My other favorite to add is Arctic Rays. Arctic Rays is awesome because, again, it's unexpected. It's this spiky, metallic-y, wispy fringe. That's a good way to put it. Look how fun it is. Now, there's nothing you can do to get those things to stay down. It's not like Whisper. It's not like you can go like this and not mat it down, but mat it down. You can't do that. Actually, I think I have a piece right here. Yes. So my little scarecrow, all his hay is Arctic Rays. Now, when I did him, I wish I would have done a turkey stitch instead of long stitches because I think that would be super, super cute to have the Arctic Rays and have it be a turkey stitch. I could unpick it, but it's super fun. Again, you'll want a bigger eye, shorter lengths, but there's nothing you can do to mat this stuff down. It's like awesome. Of course, metallics. Metallics are my favorite. I love them. So the 3 brands of metallics that I like are Krennic, Rainbow Gallery. They have treasure braids. And then Glisten Gloss. So let's go over Krennic first. Krennic has what? They have blending fillet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 different braids. 5 different braids of metallic. And they go up in diameter. They have a blending filament, they have cables, they have cords, and then they have some Japanese thread, and they also have ribbon as well. The most common are the blending filament and the number 4 braid. Blending filament is very... What's a polite word? Difficult? Temperamental? Stubborn, persnickety. The blending filament has several different filaments that make up. One is like a center coil or something, and then the others kind of wrap around it. Well, it doesn't like to stay together. It doesn't like to stay put. It a lot of times doesn't even feel like they're connected. It kind of sometimes will... Fragile. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, that's a very polite way of saying it. Fragile. Yes. So you definitely have to have a thread conditioner for blending filaments. Now, if you're going to use Glisten Gloss, I'll get to that too. I would definitely recommend a thread conditioner as well. With Thread Magic, you simply just, put it's not slime, but it's, smushy. You just put it on there. With this, you can put it on here, close the lid, and then pull it through. I just like put my thumb over it and just run it through. And then just wipe off any excess. Blending filament, you would definitely 100% need to use a thread conditioner if you want it to work. One of the cool things with blending filaments is you could do, which most of the time is recommended, tacky. There you go. That's a word. That's a word. Yes. What am I trying to think of? Tacky. Tacky's a word. You can pair it with one strand of DMC. So if you're doing like red, but you want to touch a silver, use a blending filament silver with your red and then slide it through. Yeah, the toile is, I haven't used it yet. I am going to use it in my sun goddess's hair because it looks amazing, but it's soft. You can't even feel the sparkle in that. Thread magic is amazing. I actually just found, of course, now that I'm going to say it, I'm not going to be able to find it. I just found, I've looked everywhere, and I just found a box of some Thread Heaven that I had. And I knew I had some, but I couldn't figure out where it was. So we called this the little blue box of awesomeness. But luckily, this is blue too. So this can be the little blue box of awesomeness too. Thread conditioner is a must. It helps with regular DMC threads that are being temperamental, if they're making knots. Yeah. So again, if you have like a red that you want to just jazz up a bit, you can use a blending filament. You know, use a gold, use a silver, use a red, whatever. If you want to jazz it up a bit with a blending filament. Now, most of the time, patterns will call for a size 4 braid. 4 braids are amazing. They are more kind of like a bunch of fibers like wrapped together, but there's a hollow center to it kind of thing. So there's a bunch of filaments all together, and the thread conditioner just makes them stay put. But they fill together, whereas the blending filament is very, like Carrie said, very fragile, so it doesn't feel like it is together. This is obviously the smallest size in the braid, but it's a very nice size. You only need one strand to cover your square, and it covers it perfectly. You use the toile on your granddaughter's stocking. It was so soft. I bet it was so soft because it's just yummy to feel. Yeah, it's yummy to feel. So, and I mean, look at all the colors. Look at all the colors that there are. I mean, not only are there just, blues and reds and, but there's like silver and blue and green and black and red and purple and, just all kinds of colors. I mean, also, where are they? Right here. Glow in the dark. Glow in the dark. Anything that's got an F in front in back of it is glow in the dark. All of these right here, glow in the dark. And they work. They totally work. We've made Halloweens with, fire for the cauldrons, glow in the dark. Ghosts, glow in the dark. Moons, eyeballs. All kinds of fun things glow in the dark. Okay. I do want to touch on, I kind of bypassed it, so let me go back. I want to touch on the holographics. Because now, these ones right here. This, yeah, Carrie loves the glow in the darks because they're so much fun. We would, so to charge a glow in the dark, obviously it has to be exposed to light. And so you can just get your, your Mighty Bright or your Daylight, your Odd-Light or whatever, and expose it. And then we would expose it and then we'd go into the bathrooms because there were no windows and we'd be like, oh my gosh, it glows in the dark. Okay, so this holographic blending filament is like working with Christmas tinsel. You know, that old tinsel that you used to decorate your tree, you know, strand by strand by strand? That's what this is like. That's what this is like stitching with, is like Christmas tinsel. I was doing a pattern. What pattern was it? I think it was my Merchant Mermaid. It called for this. And I was about 4 or 5 stitches in, and I was like, oh, forget this. So I just used a number 4 braid. Here was my problem with it. My problem is I wouldn't want there to be any crinkles with it. I would want it to lay, you know, flat on top of flat on top of flat on top of flat. But to do that, you would have to spend so much extra time getting there, getting your laying tool to lay it, that I was just like, oh, no. So the effect is amazing, but I like I said, I didn't even, I don't even think I gave it 10 stitches before I was just like, nope, I'm done. Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It drove me nuts. I mean, unless you like the crinkle, which there would be a place where the crinkle would have a place, which you could make it look really cool. Let's say you were doing snowballs, okay? That could be cool. I mean, you could probably even twist it to give it more of a crinkle effect if you were doing snow, or something that was crinkly, you know? But this was for her tail. And, you know, like I said, for myself, I would want it to be just smooth and perfect. And it wasn't the place for me to do crinkles. So I just went to my trusty number 4 braid, because I just couldn't handle it. So the 8, 12, 16, and 32 are, again, the same thing as the number 4. They just get larger and larger in diameter. For the most part, there are the same colors available. So if you get a 002, which is a gold, it's going to be the same color in every size. So, I mean, that's great. It's like that freaking Christmas tinsel. It's very, you know how that tinsel was elasticy too? It's like that as well. It's kind of elasticy, but it's not, because it'll snap. Oh yeah, see? She mixed it with black for her bat for Halloween. See, or a spider, like a funky spider. You could crinkle it up, you know? So there's a place for it. It just was not on my mermaid towel, because I was not prepared to take that time to do that. So a cable is very, I don't want to say the braids are flat, but they're not round. A cable is round. Ooh, flames. Flames would be very cool. Yes, I agree. Flames would be very cool. On the numbers 16 and the number 32, I would not recommend, you don't stitch with it. You couch it. So that would be where you place it and then you couch it down. You don't actually have it pierce your fabric, the 16 and the 12, unless you're doing a large count. If you're doing, you know, 14 count or 28 count, then you would want to couch it onto your fabric. Oh shoot, I was hoping they'd have a better close-up. These are a very round fiber. And again, they have their place, and they're beautiful. They're not very big in diameter. I can't say they're like size 4, because they're not like size 4, because they're their own thing. But I mean, I like them. I like them. The Japan thread is really interesting to work with. It's, how do I describe it? Okay, so there are 3 sizes, thin, medium, and thick. So let's see if we can see a picture of the thick. So they're kind of like little, oh shoot, you really can't see it. They kind of feel like they have like little sections, like kind of like they're not this, but just use your imagination. Okay, so you know bugle beads, how they're long and stuff. So kind of imagine that on a cord of some cord, but it's not a bead. It's not hard, but they have those kinds of sections, you know, little sections out. These are really great. I'm pretty sure I used this. I did a wizard, and his cloak had all this gold filament around it. And I'm pretty sure I used either 5 or 7. I don't recall. And I couched it down. But it gave that gold edge to his cloak and stuff. And it turned out really, really cool. I've seen some people use it in some Hardanger pieces that were amazing. They were stunning. They were absolutely amazing. Okay, and then the ribbon. The ribbon is a ribbon. It's flat. And again, it comes in the 2 different sizes. I'm probably not going to get good pictures on these. I'm not. And you can either lay it and couch it, or you could stitch with it. I honestly haven't used the ribbon. I've never had a project that I've used the ribbon for. But not saying I wouldn't, because I would if I had a project for it. So, they're fun. They're fun things. Okay, so let's talk about the glisten gloss. The glisten gloss is kind of like a blending filament, like I said. One of the difference, this is the glisten gloss. It is, it's softer. It's softer in texture than the blending filament is. Like, you know, on my hands, it's a softer type of metallic than the blending filament is. There's tons of colors. You can see it comes in a bunch of colors. I would use a thread conditioner on it because it is more of a filament type of product. So they're just kind of all going willy-nilly. On the bright white and the iridescent, I would want to make sure if you did use your thread conditioner on it, I would make sure you get it in a place that hasn't been used before. Or if you have a bunch of stuff that's used, I dig it out and get a fresh piece. Because I ran some through, it got dirty from the last thing I ran through, and the whole piece, that whole thing was dingy. So just make sure when you run your white through or your iridescent through that you have like a pretty, you have a virgin thread conditioner so it doesn't get all gunky and stuff. Yeah, I think you're right, Harry. I think that the glisten gloss can be a little sturdier. I don't know if I would use a longer piece, but you might get more use out of the piece that you get versus a blending filament. Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense. But again, they've got a bunch of colors. They've got quite a bit of colors. Okay, so then, oh crap. I'm not going to get to fabric, am I? Oh my gosh. You guys just made me, these ones, what did I call them? I called them a Taz. Is that what I called them? I don't know. Estaz. They're kind of like the Arctic Grays. So I didn't carry these for the longest time. I didn't carry this collection of floss until a fly fisherman came into my store. A fly fisherman. And he's like explaining to me what he wants and everything. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, what project are you doing? It's like, I'm trying to catch some fish. So it says, oh, hello. I'm not even up. This right here. This. It's kind of like the Arctic Grays. There aren't as many colors, or at least right now we're not carrying as many colors as the Arctic Grays. Let's see. Do we have more colors in here? Probably not. No. But they are kind of like the Arctic Grays. So they're just completely out of control and, just crazy. It was funny. I had, at one point, I had quite a few fly fishermen come in to get their fly tying knots. Okay, so let's talk about the Rainbow Gallery. Rainbow Gallery's got a bunch of different metallics, okay? The closest thing to the Kreinik braids would be their treasure braids. Now, if you slid a treasure braid over my fingers and slid a Kreinik braid over my fingers with my eyes closed, I would be able to tell you which is which, because the treasure braids are so much softer. They are significantly softer on your hands than they do look like Easter grass, the stars. They do look like Easter grass. So there's a bunch of colors. That's weird. I thought there were way more colors than that. They do have a size 4. They have a size 8. And they even have a petite. 2020 just kind of sucks. I swear to you, everything is on back order. Like everything. It's so generically, there's this many colors. 2020, there's this many colors. And all of these are on back order. 2020 is the best. It's just amazing. So, I mean, there's a size 4, there's a size 8 braid. I really, really like them. If you're doing smaller stuff, you could use a petite braid, or if you're doing, 14 count or 28 count, if you're doing a petite braid, I would use 2 strands. But again, there's that many colors, and I bet you we get in there and there's only a fraction. Oh, hey, that's not bad. All those are on back order. 2020, you guys. But they are beautiful, beautiful colors. So again, it really just depends your project, your colors, all that kind of stuff. If you have, and just, get a golden treasure braid and get a golden Kreinik braid and see which one you like the best. That's really like one of the biggest things. Okay, they also have a Nordic gold. The Nordic gold is really cool. It's this, it's a flat fiber. Well, you can kind of tell. Let's see if we can see. This one's got a bigger, you really can't tell. So it's kind of like this wide, flat fiber. So it's not like the hologram at all, because it is more of it's not a hologram. It's not the tinsel stuff. It's more of a braid than it would be the tinsel. But you would want to lay it flat. Unless, of course, you didn't and you twisted it for some reason. The Nordic gold is fun to use. It's very soft. It's very soft in your hands. So it feels really, really nicely. Oh, it's yummy in your hands. Then what was the last one I wanted to talk about? Gold Rush is something that's new to our site. I haven't used it yet. I haven't even actually seen it yet. It looks very, very cool, but I haven't played with it. So I have no tips, no techniques. So I guess that's my homework, is I need to play with the gold rush neon rays. That's what I wanted to talk about. Have I played with the neon rays? I don't think I've played with the neon rays either. No, I haven't. And you know what? It doesn't matter because they're all back ordered. I tell you what, you guys, 2020 has been the most amazing year. Yes, it has. Okay, the sparkle braid. Sparkle braid is kind of like the treasure braid. The colors are different. And it's different because it's twisted. Thank you. I mean, I'm doing it. It's a twisted metallic. So, you know, I should put together some kind of like metallic starter kit or something that has like reds and golds and blues and purples and a rainbow, and you get like one out of every family and then you just play with it. Because it's fun. It's fun to play with. Okay, there are two other things that I want to talk about. One is the patent leather, which is amazing. It's where, you guys, it's like leather. Like, seriously, like leather. It's so cool. Obviously we don't have the beige. There's a lavender and lace pattern. It's a Native American Indian maiden. And like part of her jacket is all fringed in leather, in the beige leather. And you use these long stitches of it. And it's amazing. And then there's also the super suede, which you can do the same thing. And that is so yummy to your fingers. Oh my gosh. It's just, I mean, like sweetie and yummy and just, So does the count mean that the number of threads in the braid do I know? No, it doesn't mean the number. The number means how thick it is. But does the number mean like, does the number mean like, so if it's a 4 or a 6 or a 4 or an 8 or a 16 or a 32, does that mean there are that many fibers that make it up? No, because there's more than that many fibers in a number 4. Does that mean like how many, how big it around it is? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I never thought about it. That's a very good question. It's not a stupid question at all. I don't know. I will find out and I will let you know next week, because now I need to know. Why are they numbered that way? Never really question it. So, how do you know which to use? Generically, if your pattern calls for it, they'll tell you. They'll be like, use a number 4 braid. Now, I always, mostly 85% of the time, stitch on 28 count. So for 28 count, to cover an X, I would use the size 4. Unless I was doing something funky and I wanted to cover more of the square, or if I wanted to add more texture, or if I was doing couching, or, and then I'd use a bigger grade, But if I was doing it as part of my stitching, then I would just use a size 4. But if it calls for it in your pattern, it will tell you what size to use. So there's that. That's a really good question, though. I'll find out what the sizes mean, because I don't know. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they mean. Okay, and then there's Ultra Suede. They're just so yummy, you guys. Oh, I haven't used them, but I've played with, I haven't used them in a project. Let's reiterate. I haven't used them in a project, but I've played with them. And they're very, very yummy to use, just like the silks. Okay, so I've talked about that for 40 minutes. Let's go see what you guys have been working on. Oh my good heavens. I get to sit here and talk for hours. Okay, so next week I'll talk about fabric. I was only going to talk about 3 things tonight. Oh my heavens, you guys. So next week I'll talk about fabric, and I will make sure I get some samples. Because when I talked about fabric a while ago, I didn't talk about, I mean, I talked about like Aida versus linen and stuff and Jobalon, but I didn't talk about like, it was more about thread count than it was about fabric. So we'll do that next week. So where's my bell? Oh, right here. Here's my bell. I found a new bell, but it's up there, so it's fine. I will keep using this little bell because it's cute and festive and it makes me fun. And she finished her second ornament. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. I love it. That's so cute. That's so cute. One of my local stitchers is like obsessed with cardinals. So whenever I see a cardinal, I'm like, oh, I need to tell her. Gridding? I can probably talk about gridding when I talk about fabric. Sure. Frog needle minders. You want an update on the, oh yeah, you wanted to ask about why perforated, why it's only in 14 count. Okay, I don't know why, but you're absolutely correct. It is only available in 14 count. So I will find out the answer. I don't know the answer. Why 14 count perforated paper? Okay, I don't know the answer, but I'll find out the answer. And then I'll tell you. Frog needle minders. Okay, so three. I ordered 3 of them when I ordered our Witchy Stitchel needle minders. So I'm not going to tell you what they are or what they look like until they get here, which today is the 10th. I'm hoping next week sometime is my hope for all of them. So then I'll let you know next week when I get them. Perforated paper is only in 14 count because if it was any smaller, the paper would probably tear with the thread and the needle. That is probably very, very true. Yeah, you're right, because how could they get those holes any small? I mean, they could get the holes smaller, but that means you'd have to use less thread and a significantly smaller needle. But in order to get the holes smaller and get them close enough together, but far enough apart that the paper won't break. Bev for the win. Yep. Ooh, I haven't seen this. I'll have to go back and look at that. Oh, look how cute. Oh, I love it. I love how you finished that. That is so cute. Very cute. Let's see. Oh, look how cute they all are. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is your very first post. Welcome. Look at all the beautiful, 15 different pictures. I'll have to go back and look, but dude, look at all those. Those are amazing. I learned that from somebody who used to work for a company that made the perforated paper. That's cool. That's super cool. I would think 18 count would be okay, but maybe not. Yeah, I mean, they would have to make the hole significantly smaller, I think, in order to keep this. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'll look into it, but I'm pretty sure Bev's right. It sounds completely probable. Nora Corbett's Bleeding Hearts. That is, I love it. That's coming along so good. I love your fabric. Oh my goodness, look at the cute little penguin man. Oh, he's so cute. Dude, I don't think you had any black last week. That's looking amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Look at the cute little bell. Oh, my little. So I cleaned out all the stuff out of my office and this little thing full of bells. And my grandson brought it to me and he was like, I want. And I was like, yeah, you're not having any of those. Took it out of his hand. I'm like, yeah, you're not having any of those. New start tonight. Yay! Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen this one. I'm like obsessed with keys. I love keys. I've probably got like a key in every room in my house. It's like ridiculous how obsessed with keys I am. Okay, here's a question about paper. Why do people stitch on it? I have some to use as a transfer onto felt or other fabric. Is that why you use it? Does it fall apart? Am I missing something? Probably dumb. Okay, there's two different kinds of paper. There's transfer paper, stuff like that, where you use it to transfer. And then there's perforated paper. Perforated paper is not paper. It's more of it's not a plastic canvas. Plastic canvas is plastic canvas. It's hard to explain. It is a paper, but it's not paper. So that's a really bad picture when I blow it up. Let's see if we can find a better paper. A lot of Mill Hill kits will be done on paper. Oh, this little dude here, he's done on perforated paper. So like this is perforated paper. This is perforated paper. These are all, obviously, all of them are perforated paper. So you can stitch on it and then you can cut it out into the shape of whatever you want it to be on. Yeah, like I said, Mill Hill has a bunch of stuff that's done on the perforated paper. That is done on perforated paper. You can kind of see it here where, she stitched here and then she cut out the perforated paper. A lot of Mill Hill kits, there's these chickies that have a front and back, and they're kind of stuffed, that you stitch together. It's painted paper. Painted paper. I don't know if you can send a picture in this chat, but post a picture of it in our group and let me look at it. And then we'll see. It is kind of a cross between a cardboard and a paper because it's not paper. It's not like you can rip it. You have to cut it. So it's like a cardboard, paper, plastic, but it's not plastic. Cardboard, paper thing. I love that they've come out with all these fun colors, though. It used to be just solids, but I'm loving all the fun prints and everything that you can get now. So, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm obsessed with keys. Oh my goodness. Is it done? It's done! I love it. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. That's beautiful. That is so pretty. Are these the colors it calls for? Because those are some beautiful colors. Oh, that's a cute little kit. That is so cute. So cute. Oh, that's looking good. Weekly update, new project for 30-minute session. Yay! Oh my gosh, that's looking so good. Oh, that's looking so good. Oh, I had an idea for cards. Yeah, stock card thickness. Yeah. Perforated paper would be good for cards, though, to make like Christmas cards or birthday cards or whatever. That'd be a good idea. I had an idea, okay? So what I want, every time I say that, in my head, I just hear my husband and son going, oh no, because that's what they do in real life. So every time I'm like, I have an idea, that's just what I hear in my head. My idea is I want video, and I want the sound, okay? The sound. I want to make a compilation video of people taking their projects off their scroll frames. So that Velcro rip of you taking it off. Because to me, I love that sound. Because, for the longest time, a project didn't come off until it was done. So there was a time when I only worked on one project for 2 years. And so I love that sound. It's like my favorite sound. So I want you guys, if you use scroll frames, to record your projects coming off and that sound. And of course, I want to see a picture of your finished project. I mean, I'm not stupid. I want to see it. But I want the sound, because I want to make a video of just ripping and ripping and ripping. Oh, it's like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. What was I watching? I don't know. Probably some TikTok video earlier today. And it just made me think of that, because I was just like, oh, I know what it was. A TikTok, and it was a painter. She'd been working on a project for 4 months, and her favorite thing was to take the tape off of the piece. She had it on, I don't know, an easel or something, and that was her favorite thing. And I was like, oh, I want to do one where we're all like taking our projects off of our scroll frames, because I think that would be awesome. So this is beautiful. This is looking amazing. I love it. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? Look how cute that is. Mary. Oh, that is so beautiful. Got it framed. Oh, I love it. I love the red and the green matte. Oh, that is so beautiful. It just makes all the green words, just pop like crazy. I have to finish one first. You can do it. My first one with the frame with Velcro hopefully will be done in a few days. Yes. Do it. Oh, okay. Wikipedia says perforated paper. Yes, you're right. Perforated paper has been around since the 1820s. You're absolutely correct. Yes. Because Cross and Patch redid a pattern that was from perforated paper back in like the 1850s, and she reimagined it, recharted it and stuff for modern day. So I did know that. Okay. In the 1820s, as plain sheets used for the creation of bookmarks and small motifs and sayings, often taken from the Bible, of course. By the 1870s, this Victorian craze for this inexpensive and versatile craft material was at its peak. The invention of new printing presses made the pre-printed motifs and bookmarks on the perforated paper possible. So basically kind of like stamped. These items are extremely popular, and original examples in good condition can still be found. That's so cool. Doesn't it just make you oh my gosh, how cool is that? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I mean, I'm not a freak about hearts or anything for any given reason. And, I don't just love the triquetra. So, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm loving your colors too. Doesn't it just make like your heart happy to know that barring some kind of major catastrophe, like major. Your embroidery, like the piece you're working on right now, your granddaughter's daughter's daughter could have. Like my 5-year-old granddaughter's granddaughter could have one of my pieces, or even her daughter. That's just so cool to me. I'm sorry. I like that kind of stuff, you know. I have my grandpa's baby shoes from 1929, and I have their wedding topper from when they got married in 1948. So I love that kind of historical stuff. So to just think in, 100 plus years that the stuff you're working on today, if it's not your family, some family will have it and be like, this amazing artist in, 2020 made this and it's amazing, It just makes my heart happy. I'm just saying. I fangirl over it. So it reminds you of a tie-dye piece. I love it. Oh, it just makes my heart so happy. I need to do... That's why I stitch my girls and my grandchildren Christmas ornaments each year. Oh, I love that. I buy Christmas ornaments because I'm a loser. I have just never thought about stitching ornaments. I mean, I've stitched ornaments, obviously. Just never thought about giving them to my family. My 16-year-old grandson wants me to make him one so he can keep it forever to remember me. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. Like, my son's never asked for one. I mean, my daughter's just told him that he gets all the wizard and dragon ones. I mean, my daughter's asked me for one once. But then she just thinks she's going to have them all. Whatever else they are, she's just going to have them all. But to have your grandson ask for one, that's pretty dang special. Oh, that makes my heart happy. And I don't have a 16-year-old grandson. I have a 2-year-old grandson. Oh, that just makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Look how cute this is. This is one of your ornaments, huh? Oh my gosh. Look how cute. Look how far you've come. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Are you going to add beads to this? Because you should. Because you could add some red beads here and red beads here and maybe one little gold bead for the candles in the window. So I'm going to do a guitar all black. Need to figure out what type of thread. Oh my gosh, you could use metallic thread, metallic black, or black and silver thread. I think there's a guitar pattern that has like words of like rock in it or something. I don't know. I'll have to look. But if you did it, or you could do, oh my gosh, my wheels are turning. Can you tell? I'll have to think about this more. Because you wouldn't want to do it on white because white's boring. But there's this fabric we have. What's it called? It's black. It's silver and black and white. And it's like thunderstorm or something like that. And then oh my gosh, do it in red. Ooh, do it on red on that. That would be very cool. See what I'm telling you? It just, and then I just start snowballing and it just comes out. To love and cherish from this day forward. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. So cute. I wonder if these were the colors it called for. Because they're very cute. They're kind of 80s, which is just very cute. You have the pattern he wants. Oh, yeah, message it because I want to see it. I want to see it. I love this. That is so cute. Mary, Mary, needleworker, how does your garden grow? Oh my gosh, I love this. I have never seen this. Oh my gosh. So, like, this is her dress? Oh my gosh, scissors, scissors, scissors. Oh, look at the little tomato. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? It's by Linda Stitches. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And it's finished. Yay! It's all fun and games till Santa checks his naughty list. Okay, see, again, this is what I'm saying. They are the colors. I love it. So cute. See, I would add beads here on all the hollies. I'd get probably a star button, add another star button. We have these cookie buttons. I'd add a cookie button. We even have ornament buttons that are like that. Add some ornament buttons. Add some little red beads here. Oh my gosh. See, I love adding the embellishments. They're just fun. And the buttons and stuff we have are freaking cute. Which one was it? Which one did you do, Carrie, that we added all those buttons on? Oh, it was Calories Don't Count at Christmas. I wonder if I have it in the gallery. Oh, yeah, we're like over. But I'm going to go see if I have it in the gallery. Oh, look. So if you put your stuff into our gallery, you can just sort by your name and it will show you everything that, yes, everything that you've got in our gallery. So these were some of them. Oh, maybe it was Janice's that she did all the, maybe it was Janice's because I don't see yours having all the buttons. I mean, Janice probably did do it. I mean, we call her the bead queen for a reason. Where is it? Oh, these are the chicks I was talking about. They on the back side, they have butts. They're together. Come on, Chris. Calories don't count. This one right here, the entire thing is beads. Like there is no flaw. I mean, there's floss, obviously. But all of that is beads. Oh, yes, here it is. So I think, oh, you can't get close enough. So, oh, you can't, like these cookies here. The cookies are the peppermints, are buttons. This all was done with metallic floss. I think this is all beads up here. I think both candy canes are nothing but beads. You know, it's fun stuff. Okay, let's do a couple more because this is a finish. 4 days to stitch. That's very cute. That is very, very cute. Cute little nutcracker. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Oh, I love it. Look at all those. Oh, that's cute. Look at all the fun stitches. Lazy Daisies, one of my favorites. That was just definitely one stitch that my grandma taught me that I didn't forget. She tried to teach me how to knit like 17 times. Still can't knit. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. I didn't realize it was a fireplace. Oh, it's a Christmas tree topper. Or the Christmas tree. The top of the Christmas tree. And then a mantle and Santa. Get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, hey, that's looking good. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, yep. You got to get your... Oh my gosh, these are hilarious. Oh, they're finished. They're finished. Oh my gosh, those are so funny. They crack me up. Okay, so next week I'll talk about fabric. And then fingers crossed. We have needle minders by then, and then I can show them off, hopefully. That'll be great. We'll all do our Christmas wish for that. And then next week, after next week, we'll be off for 2 weeks. So then by the time I get back, there will be lots and lots for us to do, to talk about. Yeah, because that will be very fun. So yeah, next week I will talk about fabric. We'll talk about needle minders and perforated paper. Yeah, and go from there. Okay. And then I still have on my list to talk about, I want you guys to keep thinking about this because you need to give me more ideas. How to finish stuff, how I'm going to do, the 2 weeks is going to give me a great time to do the how to start because I have to learn 2 things and then fractional stitches and stuff like that. So if you guys want to give me more ideas of what you want to learn, I may do one on punch needle because I did have that question today and I realized that I had said I was going to do a punch needle video and I never did. So I may do one on that because that's a very fun technique. It's like coloring in a coloring book. There's no counting required. You can pick it up and put it down and you know exactly where you are because it's amazing. So, okay. Thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. And I will see you next week. Happy stitching. Bye, everyone.